Hi guys, so today I am in in the industrial area of USJ, and I'm at this place called, well, there's no signboard here. The signboard I think is over the other side. This place is called Douglas Garage. This is recommended to me by one of my customers. Okay, you see, the story is this: this BMW E30 had just arrived here today on tow truck. So the story of this car is this: one of our EvoClub members had this car from Penang, and this car had developed an overheating problem, and there was rust issues. Well, basically standard E30 thing lah. Okay, let me just show you the side. So this car originally was a 318i facelift, just like Thomas's car, but it has been transplanted with a pre-facelift M20 2.3 liter engine. The owner likes a straight 6 engine, and this engine might have a blown head gasket, so it's overheating. But that's not the worst of its problems, because look at this. And Thomas warned me about this before, like, when it comes to E30s. Ho ho! Severe rust issue, guys. So all this is rust at the firewall that's been covered with tar. Let me bring you over to this side. Okay, so here, this is even more epic, guys. Look at this. Okay, this is tape. They tape over it and painted this part. All right, so this is, well, basically our second project car after completing the 156. Now the owner of this E30 has asked us to take this car down from Penang to assist him with the rebuild, restoration. But basically what we want to address is, first, we want to determine if this car can be structurally salvageable, and then after that we will fix the engine. Okay, so the car has been towed here from Penang this morning, and now here at Douglas Garage, recommended by one of my most discerning customers, a man of great taste, and one who constantly challenges my team with very challenging tasks. Okay, because I know this guy, he takes care of his car, and for this customer to recommend this place, I had a sense the place here boleh pakai one lah. Okay, so this place is run by a chap called Douglas. I had a long conversation with him today. Ex-aircraft engineer, very knowledgeable, knows his cars. So you can see he's got, look at that, got a classic Rolls Royce, got a Jaguar E-Type, Toyota Land Cruiser. So this is a place where he works on, you know, a lot of classic cars that many workshops out there are not keen to touch. Alright, so this car, this E30, is still pending a proper evaluation of the job at hand. This car needs to be hoisted up, have the undercarriage inspected, and then determine what sort of work needs to be done, how much costs, and then the owner will decide whether to proceed with the job or not. Alright guys, so the E30 is now on the hoist, and the mechanic pointed out to me, Douglas, this guy, a very knowledgeable chap, is very passionate about his craft. There's plenty of work still to be done on this car, well, both mechanically and structurally. So as you can see, there's a lot of jury rig work that has went on this car. Cable tie here lah, wires dangling here. What is especially shocking is this. Okay, this is the transmission fluid hose. Okay, so this is the ATF, right? This is the hose that comes from the transmission. Basically what happens is that it's supposed to be the ATF come to the radiator to be cooled and goes back to the transmission. But the thing is, somehow there was a bypass, so the ATF just comes into this empty shell, which was supposed to be previously goes to the radiator but does not, and basically there's no cooling done to the transmission fluids. This is the radiator. Okay, this is the actual radiator, and you can see it's quite messy down here. The exhaust pipes are rusted. The bodywork under here, this is rusted as well. A lot of rust, a lot of tar. So what the mechanic tells me is that the previous place that worked on this car used a lot of tar to cover up the rust, and as a result, from the outside looks like, you know, it covered the rust, but actually what it does is that it accelerated the rust from the inside. So yeah, a lot of work, a lot of work to be done on this car. This is the fuel tank, left side, right side. The fuel tank also is rusted. Yeah. So coming to the back, right? So yeah, see, a lot of rust done to this. So looks like I'm due for a very long phone call with the customer. Okay guys, so here's an interim report on the progress of this E30 project. So they've stripped off the seats, they've stripped off the carpets, and look at the scope of work that needs to be done here. So the mechanic Douglas says they will need to cut out the floorboard. All this will need to be cut out. All right, they will need to the wiring of inside here also is a mess lah. Okay, look at the mess of this. All this needs to be reorganized. This definitely does not belong here. All this needs to be reorganized. They will cut the floorboard, weld this, and yeah, and get and basically rust treat it. So after this is done, he can expect his undercarriage to look like this old classic Jag. All right, underneath the floorboard also was rusted away. It's been redone. It's a new floorboard, new metal. So Douglas here engages the services of a welder who is able to reproduce the metal. All right, they're going to make the metal, the floorboard to the exact shape of the original. All right, so just to give you another sample of his work, this E21, okay, you can see this whole rear section was rusted, had rusted away. So he welded this new rear section from a donor car. All right, and check this out. This floorboard, this boot floorboard, also is new. All right, it's not recycled. This piece is new, and the welder, right, or the fabricator recaptured all the grooves, you know, the seams and all as per the factory specification. All right, so coming back to this guy, still a long way to go, but at least I'm glad that this car is safely in the care of good hands.